Usher released a teaser for his new song titled Boyfriend. And the video stars none other than Keke Palmer. Now, Usher posted the video with the caption, "When fantasies become reality." Is this genius marketing or a petty move, especially knowing how Keke's estranged boyfriend reacted to their encounter in Vegas? Also, Darius Johnson has reportedly moved on from Keke Palmer, even though they were just spotted together. I don't really know what's going to happen with them. Al, marketing or nah, or pettiness?
Either one, I don't like it. I mean, I just don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I don't care what anybody says. It doesn't feel right. If it was marketing, then that means you were doing all of that blow up around the incident in Vegas on purpose. Everything after that was on purpose. We as fans took it very literal. A lot of people, you know, took up for Keke, said that he was body shaming her or slut shaming her. I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I feel like her being in this video, in essence, is emasculating her baby's daddy. I think it's not forward thinking. She still has to raise that child with him, that through co-parenting. And if you were going to be petty like this, I can imagine it's going to make their relationship strange. So that means their baby's relationship between the two of them is going to be strange. I don't know, strained. I don't know, guys. Something about all of this doesn't feel good, and it's forcing me to be petty. So now what I really want to see, if I'm really honest, is I want to see a big female star, a singer, actress, or a singer, create a video and put him in it. And let's see how that feels.
He ain't got enough money. He's not desirable in those spaces, to be quite honest. Like, it's so not a flex the other way around. He's not a prize, unfortunately. You know, I question if this was marketing, and if it was, to a degree, it was genius, especially if all parties involved are in on it and he's really not hurt. Or did they reverse engineer this video? Were they like, oh, shoot, we got a big old thing. Let JD hurry up and write a song, and let's shoot a video and create a treatment within a month's time and do whatever. You know, him leaving her and co-parenting, again, if the first part of this was marketing, then I'm willing to believe the second part of it is marketing. I hope that all parties involved are in on this, and that we're all going to be one big happy family after this. But if not, then everything Al said stands true. This could create a bit of a strain. Although I'm going to give a little pushback. I just hate that we live in a world where we even have to consider emasculating men, right? Like, if masculinity is supposed to be the toughest and the hardest thing out there, you're supposed to be the mountain, the brick, the rock. I find it very peculiar that it's also so fragile and so easy for a woman to emasculate a man. And why don't we ever hear women talking about being defeminized? Ooh, you defeminized her. Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
J-Bay said delightfully messy and well played. Frederick Holden says, given depressed and obsessed, it'll backfire. Poor kid. NYC before me said marketing, because Keke and that man are still together. They all played us. Listen, if they played us, hats off to y'all. Murdered it. Jokes on us. He's in it. If he's not in on it, this might be one of the cruelest things to ever do to your mate. And if I you know, I always stand up for women, but if you're wrong, you're wrong. And if he's not involved, this is mean. And really, if that's someone you love and you create a baby with, listen, when you're with a man and you're the more famous one, it is your position, your job to protect him from the horrors and the people, social media, being dragged. And that's your guy. That's who you chose to be with. So you got to be like, nah, man, you ain't coming for my dude. If you are pouring fuel to the fire, that's awful. But I think Keke, she's a veteran, so I'm thinking she has to know better, right? Because she's no
unless her feelings are hurt.
Now, Keke classy base. I'm willing
this
to.
Ain't classy.
Claudia. She classy base. They all in on it. I just don't see her doing this like this.
If he was in on it, he wouldn't have made that statement in People magazine.
If he was in on it, if he was in, I mean, yeah, Al, follow me here. Possibly he made the original tweet that set this off.
I know, but that doesn't have anything to do with him being in on it, because he made a statement in People that they are no longer together and that he's moving on. He's going to focus on his career.
And Al, people haven't made false statements to magazines before?
Listen, I'm just sharing with you my thoughts on this scenario. It doesn't feel good. I hope that they're in on it together, like I said, but if not, this is short-sighted on her part. This is petty, and this to me just is going to create a problem, not for just their relationship, but for the innocent bystander, which is their kid. Because I can't imagine how embarrassed this man is if he's not in on it, how humiliated this man is because he's not in on it, and how upset he has to be if he's not in on it, and that's going to cause a problem with them co-parenting. And like Claudia said, her job is she's supposed to navigate him. He's new to this. She's been in this game for 20 years. She is supposed to protect him, just like Claudia protect AJ all the time.
Well, maybe he deserved it. Hell, for all we know, that man could have been around there whooping Keke ass. I mean, shit, maybe he deserved it.
I was going to ask y'all, I mean, and there is an argument to be made. Did he start all this, or did she start all this?
And did.
He put the tweet out there, right? And he could have talked to her at the house. Or is he so new in the business, he's like, I don't care. I'm emotional. My girl's embarrassing me right now.
Right.
So I guess it depends on who you believe kick this whole thing off, right? Ariel, the Aries. Hey, Aries said he didn't protect her in the first place. He calls her out on social media to embarrass her. That's true.
Well, I also say, unfortunately, you guys know where I land on this. I think maybe he didn't know any better. He didn't know any better. I mean, I think he learned that day how much people love her and how much people support her, but I don't think he knew any better. And I think you're right, Claudia. It is her job to protect him and help him navigate.
We'll have to just wait and see how it play out, child. But go on to the next thing, Miss Claudia.
Not to compare, but with KJ, when he said what he said on the show about, in that one scene when they asked about us being sexually attracted to each other, he wish he could have taken that back a million times. He'd never been on television before. And I kind of compare him to him a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, if I could take it back.
But you protected him after that statement. You didn't go out here and say, oh, yeah, that made me, or he shouldn't have said that. You knew exactly what that meant as a hurt to him and how he could take it back. So you protected him because you've been in the game a long time. And I thought that was noble, because you could have said a lot of things to bury him.
That's true. But yeah.